Well, hello, all you wonderful people out there in YouTube land. This is Texas Special, and welcome to the Texas Special YouTube channel. This month's HO scale product review is going to be this Bachmann All Door Boxcar. Now, this is an older car. If you keep in keeping with the theme for the channel that's going this year so far, and reviewing older stuff, this guy definitely fits the bill. This is a late 80s, early 90s era Bachmann freight car. It had the standard plastic horn hooks. I trimmed off the coupler boxes actually on the trucks and was able to mount the standard coupler boxes for the Katy number 5s actually on the truck where the old horn hook coupler box went. Matter of fact, give me just a second, I'll show y'all. So as you can see, maybe I was able to trim the coupler off, the mounting hardware for the horn hook coupler. I was able to trim that off and actually splice in the Katy coupler box directly into the truck. Now, it's not as pretty or clean as it probably could be, but it does the job and it fits at the correct height to couple up to other cars. So given this is a second-hand acquisition, it's going to have some wear and tear. It's not going to be pristine. It's not going to be perfect. As you can see, there's nicks in the paint here. Given that it is an older model, there's going to be loads of cast-on detailing. These end ladders here, those are cast on. You've got this cast-on detailing down here along the bottom. The latches for the doors, the rolling doors. The lettering is pretty good. It is kind of faded with a little bit of transparency to it. This Netherlands Overseas Mills logo here and here, they kind of got some wear to them. You can't really make them out all that well, but that's all right. All the load and capacity information and all the car information is there. It is correct, and it's mostly legible. The paint separation could, by today's standards, wouldn't be considered all that great. But again, this is an older car, so I'm gonna kind of pull my punches there a little bit. The car has, as you saw, 3-axle trucks. They are roller bearing type trucks. It does still have the plastic wheels, as you saw there in that up close and personal with the coupler modification, but that's all right. You know, that's not hard to swap over, and once I can get some other stuff taken care of on the railroad as far as lighting and cutting in DCC and finishing off scenery details, I'll eventually get around to swapping out metal wheels on all of the rolling stock, to include this, that still have plastic wheels. On the roof of the car, you see it's basically just a flat plastic sheet with these little ridges up top. There's not really a whole lot going on there. On the A end of the car, you have just some basic, that's all there is to it. There's not anything fancy going on here. Here on the B end of the car, you at least got some kind of details going. You got what looks like, that's the handbrake. That looks like some kind of a hand crank for the doors, is my guess. You've got the waybill board here. You've got cast on ladder details. You got a bunch of nice details on here, and you can see here that the truck mounted couplers is very obvious. given the age of this car, this right here is what shocked me a little bit. The amount of detail on the underside of this freight car is actually pretty good even by today's standards. Now it might be a little oversized, but I'm talking about just the representation, not necessarily the scale portion. So you got the triple valve there, good. You got the brake piston there, awesome. You got the emergency and service reservoir there, even better. And to top it all off, you have the associated air lines going to each component, linking each component, as well as simulated wood flooring, or metal planking flooring, and the center sill and bracing details, as well as these trusses here that run the length of the car sitting on top of the braces. That's excellent. That's really, really nice detailing, especially for a car this old from this era. That is really good detailing. I don't care who you are, I can appreciate the hell out of that. So by the time this video is actually published, there should be plenty of run footage of this guy going around the main line, going through the switches on the railroad. So I'm not going to do a separate run video for this guy, because by the time this is actually out, y'all should have seen it running on the railroad multiple times on operations videos and fun run videos. Thank y'all for watching. Hope you found it entertaining. Hope y'all found it informative. If you're a new viewer, please hit that like and subscribe button. If you're a returning visitor, thank you for the support you give the channel with each and every single view. Y'all have a wonderful day. Texas Special, out.